Extremely special. Obviously the previous game, as we spoke about in Newlands, was almost like on fast forward. So exciting game, and this was the complete opposite. It needed a game of a lot of grinding, a lot of hard work, and a lot of pushing yourself for longer and longer. And that for me makes this test match very, very special. Obviously the previous one, as we've all said, that was probably the most exciting one and the best one to watch. But for me, I take a lot of pleasure in winning games like this, where the team needs a lot of heart and a lot of character and a lot of fight to make sure we get across the line. Yes, the conditions wasn't in our favour, or the conditions that we would have liked, but the conditions was there and we still needed to win. And I thought we did that brilliantly. There was times when India would put us under pressure, and every single time we responded by a huge character. So yes, extremely special this test match, and to be 2-0 up in this series is a very, very happy feeling. When we batted first, obviously I think it was a big toss to win. The pitch, we knew that it was going to be lower, but we didn't know it was going to take so long to get to that process and be so slow. So it's important for us to, in that first innings, put a decent total on the board. I do feel that we were 60, 70 runs short from the position that we were in overnight, or just before overnight. Those few silly wickets towards the end of the first day was a bit of panic, and we felt we were a little bit short. But the next 3 or 4 days, the team responded beautifully. The bowlers were exceptional on a wicket that didn't offer a lot. A guy coming into his first test, standing behind it, slips. I was incredibly impressed with his control, and so with all the other bowlers. And then once again, AB and Dean's partnership, huge character. But also yesterday, when the two of them were out, my only mission was to find someone to bat with me as long as possible to take the wind out of the Indian cricket team. And we knew that if we get anything over 250, it would have been a tough score to get. I think it speaks volumes for his maturity. That's the most important thing. I think when you see guys coming into the team, from our side, it's important to make them feel like they belong. Because I feel when you do that, you get the best out of their performances quickly. But then for them to perform means that they're very mature heads on their shoulders. They don't see the occasion as too big. They just see it as another game where they can perform. And not ever, when I looked at Lungi, did I sense any nerves. He was really calm. He just wanted to bowl, and he was excellent. I said his control really, really impressed me a lot. And that is great signs for him as a test bowler going forward. Yeah, very important. I mean, the runs that he scored in this test match was very important runs. But the partnerships is what I focus on. I mean, yes, AB he looks like the superstar obviously from an Indian perspective. But guys like Dean Elgar, as I said on this wicket, for me, the rest of the team needs to understand that there's another role to play as well, and that's the one where you fight and you grind for as long as possible, because the longer you grind, the weaker the opposition gets. And we saw that today with India. I mean, we took it so far above that point where they just collapsed this morning because the runs was just too much. But obviously, AB is a special player, and we're very privileged to have him in our team because he's got that ability to counter-attack. Same with Virat Kohli. When they do that, it's difficult for bowlers because they put them under pressure. So great to have him in our team.